Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is basically the game I've spent back once again. Basically doing another video. Yeah. Well, anyway, looking for no. Oh, I just sold a yum. More flex. Alrighty, what I'm gonna do. Like I said, hopefully you guys actually caught my earlier video from this morning. Sorry to sound like I was a bit dragged up because I was, but I had to get on this morning and basically just to make up the video itself so I can actually be able to get that information out to you guys about how to finish off this event because it's a good way to try to get those allies and stuff like that. Uh, it reminds me I'm going to be doing more getting more coins and stuff like that to work on a couple of things. And it works out. Hey, how you doing, my friend? And welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing okay itself. Yeah, I basically, if you never caught the stream this morning, dude, like I said, if you're wondering how to finish off this event, I explain how the event works and stuff like that for the rest of it so you can get that ally. It's a weird way of getting the ally, but it's what it is. But like I said, you'll be able to actually use that if you like to do so. Sweet. It's great to hear, my friend. Great to hear, of course. But yeah, I was basically looking at. Oh, I'm basically still surviving, of course. Playing a little bit of Trove before I go to work and stuff like that. If there's any work tonight, I don't know. Like I said, I'll get a call if there is. But like I said, if not, like I said, I'll be doing this a little bit longer and so on and so forth. Like I said, as long as I don't get troved in between, that, like I said, troved, aka crash. So yeah, I'll see what I can do. But like I said, I got a video on basically what to do. It's all about to do with collecting the coins and loot collecting. Sweet. Yeah, but just say, well, I was going to say that basically the alley that's in the event. Well, that is what I do. I don't, like I said, I don't tell people, like I said, what to do in the game. Like I said, I don't say, you've got to do this. You don't have to do, you got to do that. I'll go along and say, hey, this is the way I played it. This is how it worked for me, and so on and so forth. And like I said, if it works for me, it's going to work for everybody else too, because the game is exactly the same. It's just like, yeah. But I'm still trying to get that ally, basically, as I've just mentioned. Like I said, I'm sorry I did a sidestep there, but I'm still trying to get the ally and get some coins. But like I said, the ally is actually worth getting if you never got something like from the 2 or 3 years past, because of the fact that it gives superstition by 11. So you can go back and try to pick that up before the event is gone. But as I said, I did explain how to get there and how to get that event done. Like, it's more to do with the posts and stuff like that, or these posters that you just place up and get coins. But you also do the dungeons and stuff that's around the area. And it's a super easy event, but this side of the grind will be basically will be the grind, and that's exactly what it is. Like, I mean, it's like I said, it's an easy grind. Like, I mean, you do posters, you do all that stuff and whatnot. So like I said before, when I done the video earlier this morning, I sound like crap to a point, but of course, I sound a little bit better now, but not by much. Like, my voice is strained just a little tiny bit, but not too bad. But excuse me. But yeah, it's just what I got to deal with, of course, with like I say, with COPD and stuff like that. Like I said, I can't change that. I can't change it because of medical problems, whatever. Anyway, regardless of that, like I said, that video should help you quite a bit too as well. Like, I mean, I look at all the small things in this game and try to actually put them out there so people are not struggling with the game itself and try to help them build up characters and stuff like that. I could go along and give it builds and stuff like that. That does work, but I still like to people to go along and experience the game themselves too, because you got to remember, I've been playing this game for a very long time, and the way I look at this, for playing it for so long, and like I said, so much information out there on the game, but I look at this as not not a great big huge. Like I said, a great big huge. Like I said, for me, like I said, I just don't. Like I said, try to tell people what to do in the game. Like I said, I'll make a suggestion, and I even tell people, hey, you can use it if you think it's going to work. And like I said, it's been working for me in the last, like I said, the last 10 years or so that I've been playing here. And yes, the game is that old. It's basically a classic game now, and it's just one of those things. But it is a fun game if you do play it. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff to do into it. Like if you know how to argumentation and stuff like that, your gems and stuff. Like I said, it's the what build you do and what you want to do with your own character. You can go crazy with it. Like I said, I'm after basically giving off. Like if people ask for it, I'll go along and give off my builds and stuff like that. But if you don't ask for it, I don't bother, because, like I said, it's just more of an experience type of thing. And like I said, I just do what I do, you know. And like I said, I'm still grinding here and getting more basically the coins and working on that today. And like I said, it's just trying to get this event done. And hopefully I get to ally today. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I will, but I'm trying to get a little bit of a grind in right now. And I'm going to be probably getting a little bit of grind in. I'll be doing a morning video as well, or basically a much later video. Like I said, I try to squeeze in 3 videos daily when I'm actually not at work. Like I said, or even just before I go to work, to see if I can actually squeeze those in. If I'm not too tired or whatever the case may be, and not too stressed out over work. Well, I don't get stressed over work, but you know what I mean. The body gets stressed out, not the mind. Like I said, but yeah, just exactly what I try to do. But it's what it is, you know. And try to get information, as much information to you guys as possible. And if my information does help, I'm glad it does. Like I said, it's just one of those things that I like to work on, and just keep on working on that. Like, I mean, right now I was basically just doing Need for Speed Heat. I'm trying to get a couple of cars and stuff. I know, like I said, there's a lot of people that wants to play, but they're much higher level than me. Now, I'm not going to compete against that. There's no way. But on the other hand, I'll basically be playing that a little bit. But I'm not going to be streaming a lot of that. Like, I mean, it's okay. It's an okay game, but you know. Like I said, I'd rather get these, let's see, MMOs and stuff like that, because they're a lot more fun to that point. Plus, if you decide to play with somebody else, you're not really competing against the PRs and stuff like that. You just got to get the PR, and then you basically you can start helping each other out when the time comes. So yeah. Like, I mean, I've been working on a lot of stuff, like, I mean, even in Trove and everything else, trying to keep all the information fresh as possible, finding out all the little tiny bits and pieces that's in the Trove and other games, same thing with Minecraft and all, and the rest of it. I was even thinking about getting the Forest as well. The Forest is actually another nice survival game. It's like built just like Minecraft to a point. It just got a little bit better graphics and stuff to it, and so on and so forth. So, like, I mean, I love survival games because you can basically have X number amount of people playing with you. You can actually be able to make communities and stuff out of it, and so on and so forth. But, you know, it's what it is. Like, I mean, that's why I like them so much. So yeah, like I say, when I was actually doing my videos and stuff like that, try to get all this stuff. You got to remember, it's years and years worth of experience into the videos itself. It's not just something thrown together and saying, "Hey, I know exactly what I'm talking about," and then basically give people falsified information too. Like I mean, like I said, it's just something that I like to be able to do, just to make sure that the information that you're getting and stuff like that off my channel is actually going to work right for everybody, not just one person. And like I said, when basically you follow the channel, you'll be able to keep up with that information. And that's what I was just saying. Like, I mean, it's like I'm not trying to sell people false hope when I actually do my channel. Just do what I need to do and make stuff work. And like I said, if it works for me, it's going to work for you. And like I mean, if I find that something I'm doing that's not it's going to hinder me, it's going to hinder you, and I don't like doing that. Like I said, it's just one of those things. Basically, I'm one of those people that I don't try to be a crook just to get followers and stuff like that, or try to get people just to say follow for the wrong reason. I basically try to basically give you information so you can actually have fun with these type of games because, as I said before, there's no book, manual, or anything on these games. So you just got to go by just the randomness, the absolutely randomness of people, and so on and so forth. So it's information shared, and who is where you get the information from makes a great big huge difference at the end of the day. And like I mean, I know I do the same thing. I do the same thing. I go along and like I said, I look at some of the YouTubers and Twitchers and stuff like that. Some of them, like I said, some of these people out there are really far fetched, and some of them are spot on. But it's what it is, you know. Um, but like I said, I'm not complaining about it. I'm not putting one down. One is better than the other. It's just say certain information I tried myself. I tried their bills. I tried everything. I end up basically swapping out a lot of stuff too, just to make sure things are going to work. And I'm like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this for this to work. And I started doing, like I said, the mathematical equations and stuff like that through the game. And I start working with numbers. And I was like, okay, if this gives me a boost for this, this is exactly what I want to do. And basically, in most cases, like I said, when I comes to my builds takes months to build, and I mean months. It's not something that's like, oh, I'm gonna slap a 560 PR, no stats, no nothing, just to gain PR in the world. No, or in the basically the competition, as I will say. Instead of me going with the competition, I'll look for the best stats. I'll look for the best PR for that, and I'll work on that because it's less of a grind. If I'm looking at like right now with the crystalline, like I said, between 670 to 730, 740, something like that. 730, 740 is a little bit rare. They're not super rare, but they're a little bit harder to get, I find. Now it depends on your RNG and stuff that too, because with your gems, and sometimes it might take just a little bit more extra reroll. But you got to remember it saves on augmentations, and when you actually save on augmentations, it can save you months or even a year to get all your characters set. So you don't want to go with the lowest of the low trying to get somewhere because it doesn't work. Like right now, I'm actually working on 4 characters right now. I'm working on my Gunslinger. I'm working on my Ice Age, and I'm also working on basically my Solarian. I already got my Hunter done, but like I said, my Hunter is my highest PR so far, and I use that for grinding. But like I said, some people use the Neo Ninja, some people use the Lunar Lancer, but it's a choice of what you want to do and what character that you like playing. And like I said, I've been playing Shadow Hunter since I started playing it, actually, because before, when I was actually started playing this game at the beginning, you used to be able to have it as a subclass. So your subclass would be was my Shadow Hunter. It wouldn't be like, there was no coin, there was no nothing, you just basically get it as a subclass. That was it. And I basically went along and picked that up and started playing it. And of course, I've been playing it ever since. It's just modifications and stuff changed it over time and a little bit of extra oomph added to the character and so on and so forth. So, like, I mean, over time, as I mentioned to one person before, they can change everything about the Neo Ninja, the Lunar Lancer, and everything else. But when it comes to the Shadow Hunter, they do very, very, very little changes. Because if they go into along and done changes like what they do with the Neo Ninja and stuff like that, and change the stats that much, basically it would make the Shadowhunter absolutely 100% useless for everything. But of course, like, I mean, they just don't do that. And the same thing with other games I played too before. Like, I mean, I was playing. How are you doing, Knox? How are you doing? Like I said, how are you doing today, my friend? Like I said, welcome to the chat. Hopefully you're doing great. If you missed my video earlier this morning, like I said, it explains how these coins and these posters work. And basically what you do is just collect 50 and you loot collect. Now, when you do the daily missions, you'll get an effigy for the coins. But how, like I said, with the effigies, you basically loot collect them and you get boxes. You get, they look like little tiny wooden boxes. So you'll be able to go and grab them for the ally. Like, I mean, the ally is only for the suspicion. That's if the suspicion works with getting a Ganda. I really used suspicion before, and I never found it worked right for me. But I mean, I don't know if it's just because of RNG. I think it's just because of that. But I never got it to work. But regardless of that, like I said, I try to get that information out because it is something that was out about 3 years ago, and it was just basically reskinned and renamed, and that's exactly what they did with it. They never done really anything special with that itself. So just to let you know, like, I mean, about 3 years ago, there was actually a suspicion of 11 for an ally. This one actually has a little bit more overstat. Like, it has a buff stat itself. And it does give off a companion. Now, I don't know, like I said, how good that companion would be for it. And I really, because it's a different type of ally. Like, I mean, it won't be, I can't see it being good for bills because of the superstition and such a low other stats. So, like, I mean, that was what I was looking at. I was like, okay, it spawns an ally, but where in the heck, where does your extra boost come from? Like, I mean, does it come from the ally or does it come from where? And you get basically a choice, like I said, it's a random spawn of choice of 2 allies. And it's not permanent. It's just this basically one of those randomization things that when it does pop, it gives you, I'm going to say this, it gives you one or the other. So just to let you know, because I was reading up the information about it and I was like, oh, okay, this is how this works. And I was like, okay, what am I going to actually sacrifice for the stat? Am I going to sacrifice anything at all? Like, I mean, yes, okay, if superstition, you can always switch it over and stuff like that and use a regular ally, this for DPS. But is it actually worth basically, it's worth getting. Well, all mastery is worth getting to a point. But of course, this ally is only worth 10 mastery. So it's very low as well. And I was trying to figure out why it was so low for mastery, but, you know, and for what you got to do, you got to try to get a karma bar line, basically by doing the posters and, because the poster, I will say posters, because it makes the grind quite a bit shorter. And plus you get 2 different types of coins, not just the one. You get one from the posters, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's the same thing as the daily, but the only thing is, there's no golden one. Like, I mean, you get the Dino Boy coin, and you get the Cowardice coin, and both of them works together, like with the posters. If you don't want to do the posters, you don't have to, but if you don't have the bones and stuff for it. But the thing is, when it comes to that, you'll be able to utilize both of those and get another shot or multiple shots, depends on how much you grind, of getting that ally. Now, it's all randomized. It's all do with RNG at this point. And like I said, but if you do reach the max karma bar, however, you're guaranteed to get that ally. But have fun trying to grind that much because right now I'm only about quarters away. I'm after missing one day of the event because I thought it was absolutely finished. And that was it, you know. And that's exactly what happened to me. Like, I mean, and then I had to go to work at the same time, so it just kind of sucked. And I just went along and started going back out through, you know. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Basically, what I done yesterday, I done a lot of grind to make up for that day to a point. But like I said, if you lose it the complete day, you can't make up a day. Like I mean, it's gone. But it's not too bad. Like I said, if I can get a little bit of grinding now and make up the difference with certain things, I'd be able to actually be able to see how close I can get to that ally. If I don't get it, well, I know it's going to be around next year, but I don't want to wait a year for it. And paying like 4 to 6 mil for it, it's a bit eccentric. At least 10 mastery is not worth that. I guess it's worth for it because of the grind, but it's still like no, it's a rip off. That's 100% rip off. I would give probably someone 3 or 400K for it, maybe, and it would save me on the grind a little bit. But you know, it's just like I said. Some people out there, it's just like yeah, and some people don't know what the value of something else is because if you're going for the mastery, it's like meh. Like I said, sometimes, like I mean, same with when I was actually doing the what was it called, the pachyderm. I still don't have it in my inventory. It's 50 mastery, but it's not 20. It's not worth 24 mil. It's not worth more than a Gonda, and a Gonda is 250 mastery, and Gonda is actually supposed to be the rarest thing in the game. So it's weird. It's absolutely weird. And why would people be doing that? It's just like no. Like, I mean, these event items are not that rare. It's just got to have the time enough to get them. But, you know, uh, it's just frustrating. Absolutely frustrating. And to deal with that, it's just like, yeah. That's why I said sometimes I look at the market and say, what in the heck are you doing, people? What in the heck are you trying to sell me? Are you trying to sell me a Porsche for a Porsche for a Corvette or not a Corvette, but a Chevette, you know, try to charge me that much more. And it's like new, you know, it's just crazy. And that's exactly what I look at it, you know. I look at it exactly that way. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, I've got this event 100% covered. I was trying to figure out what to do with this event because I was like, what the heck? How the heck do you do this? And it's like, oh, as soon as I figured it out, it was like, yeah. It didn't take me a day to figure it out. It took me just a couple of minutes because I was loot collecting. And of course, I was basically saying, oh, I wonder what happens if I loot collect these things. I was like, yank, thanks, boxes. And that's exactly what happened. So, I've got to reset here because I got no dungeons and right now left around me. And it's a lot easier to reset. I got 45 coins and I got 15. I've got a bunch of posters left, so it's not too bad. I'm going to do this poster. Nope, poster's already done. But now I'm just going to basically reset the map, start the grind all over again, and get my last 5 coins. And I'll show you exactly what it is. Like I said, I will mention this a couple times in my videos because of the fact that it's imperative to people know it to a point so they can actually get that ally. Because, like, I mean, if superstition is supposed to do what it's supposed to, then it's, like I said, it's worth getting. But if it doesn't, then it's kind of a waste because of, like, I mean, that 10 mastery is not going to make a hill of beans. But Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at right now. Is trying to get that out on myself and do it that way. But like, I mean, I'm still doing the RNG thing and trying to get that myself. So just to let you guys know, like I said, when it comes to the grind, I'm with you, 100%. And getting, um, finishing off the dungeons here. But there's not many that's around me. Oh, I got a 5-star here. Gonna go. No, I mean 3-star. My bad. Just gonna go back up to here. Now the thing is, 3 stars will actually give you between 3 and 5 coins extra. So if you're doing the bosses, one time I got lucky with it and got 10 coins, but that don't happen too often. Like, I mean, I'm just talking about the in general that you get between 3 and 5. It's like the rare drop chances of anything. It'll go along and give you a randomized number. I never seen anyone getting 20. I never got a 20 before myself either. So, like, I mean, it's just one of those things. Now, I'm looking for booms. Where's my booms? There we go. Stick my booms up there. And kabooms. Whoops, wrong one. Click, click, click. Oh, there we go. And you'll see exactly what I mean. Okay, right now I've got no coins whatsoever. Now I'm going to pop this and watch this. I got 5 coins out of that. See? So that 5 will actually help me to go and get one of those boxes. So I'll have that on a rotation. And now I can go and get one of those boxes. So I'll show you exactly what that is in a second after the next dungeon. And, ooh, I just seen another poster. Poster! Whoop! And looks like that one might be completed as well. Yep. Let's wasted 2 posters on that, but I'm not too much worried about that right now. Let me see. Okay, I've got that, and doing it that way. Sweetness. All right, going straight up. Next dungeon. Gotta love these fungeons, you know? And it's just like, ooh. Yeah. Like I said, later on, like I said, I might just basically try to do a stream if I'm not at work. Usually I'm getting ready for work right now, but I never got no call or anything like that or telling me. All I was being told that the boss might want to basically put a machine out, but I don't know. I'll find out in about less than 15 to 20 minutes. To be like, hey, can you come to work? I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Then I'll be gone for until the AM once again. So, like I said, I try to squeeze in as much time as I can with you guys and try to still work and do all that stuff. It's all fun. Now, oh, I see another poster. Ooh. And the funniest thing is, if you think about how ironic the posters are in this game, it's kind of funny because they're actually posts. They're actually wooden posts in a box. So, yeah. So they're actually little posters. Yeah, because they're stuck in that post. Yep. Oh, do. Got to love the planks. Now, I'm going to go over to here. What the heck is that? Oh, that's right where the boss is. 2 up here. Got it. I'm going to grab. See now, watch this. This one will give me 3. Nice. Okay, that works. So between 3 and 5 normally. Sometimes you might get 10. Like I said, I never seen any higher number. But like I said, 10 is super rare to get. Like, I mean, yesterday I was grinding like about, I think like 200 dungeons or something like that. I've got 110 to pop up. And I was like, ooh, 10 coins. I was like, yum. So I basically start working on that. And yeah. Oh, gotta love Trove, you know, and it's randomness. Yep. Now, I've got to go in here. And, ooh, go downstairs. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I would just say recommend just trying to gain that ally if you don't already have it. Like I said, it is a decent one, but it's not. I mean, I don't see no point of actually using it. Like besides the superstition, but it's just me. Like I mean, everybody uses things for different reasons, but I mean to actually grind with it and stuff. Uh, hmm, it's just it's lesser than what the actually things are actually out there right now currently for DPS and stuff. Like I said, unless ally actually took half your DPS or done something else, I gave you an extra 2 or 3 million DPS. Now that would actually be kind of worth it to a point to trade off like 1 mil for like 2 or 3. But I mean, the overall aspect is kind of make you want to think. So yeah. Anyway, basically, I'm still going to actually try to get some more posters done, and I gotta try to reset. I'm gonna reset the map, but I'm also gonna get some more posters as well. Now, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this itself once again. So I'm gonna go back to here, and I'm going to basically take that itself and be able to do it this way. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm still doing like my daily logins here. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go over to the table here and not do that one because that's where I'm going to get my posters because I'm sticking with one area. And I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go all the way over to here. I'm going to loot collect this one. And you'll see basically a wooden box that will actually replace that. See? My wooden box. And you'll be able to open up that box. Now, that'll give you a karma bar. And that karma bar, basically, I've got about halfway. Actually, not even halfway. But let me see. Oh, no, I just got some brown brilliance. Yeah. It's actually male, yellow, and orange. But bound brilliance. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Trying to get that. Now, I get a bunch of these because I stick with one area. But that's exactly what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do first, I might get rid of the other ones because I'm not using them currently. But I'll just work on that. Sweetness. All right. So I got 70 of them right now. So I got 70 coins I can get, or possibly 70 coins. And I better go back out there and go back to Jurassic Jungle. Now, remember when you first started this quest, like this event, it gives you a choice. It says you choose one or the other. And I was like, why in the heck would you choose one or the other? But then I was like looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, that's why. Because you don't want to be running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, I got 3 more posters for tomorrow, for tomorrow's logins or whatever the case may be. And of course, the quest ones were actually golden color. So they do give you a little bit more XP towards that karma bar, but not a lot. So you want to be able to look at that and be able to get those daily, and so you'll be able to benefit from that. Now I'm looking at, I got a 3-star here. I'm going to go down. All right, I've got I just got a bunch of crazies there with sticks. All right, I'm just going to go down here. Boop. All right, this is one. Now I got to find the others. Okay, that's number 2, I think. Nope, that wasn't number 2. That was just a random creature. All right, going in. Oop, this number 2. And number 3 would be, Number 3 would be, where? Not inside of there. Nope. Where is number 3? It's got to be a portal or something here for it. And that's just below me. Oh, okay. It's down here. Oh, okay. That's kind of hidden. All right, perfect. All right. That works. Like I said, I love doing this event now that I figured out how to get the ally. But like as I said before, you're not guaranteed to get the ally. It's all to do with RNG until you get that karma bar full, and then you will get one. So, like I said, it is a long grind. It's one of those chance grinds that it's just crazy. It's just like oops, that one's already done. But yeah, it's just like one of those chance grinds, like what you do with delves and stuff like that, to get those drop chances. And like I said, it's just on by a karma bar this time instead of having it dropped in the world. So yeah, well, it's pretty much the same thing. Like I mean, but this way you'll actually be guaranteed something. That's if it all works out right all right for you. Some people will actually get it through a halfway through a karma bar. Some people will actually get it later on. Like I said, they might be just a little over halfway, or they might be needing just a full, because all to do with RNG. Like I said, that's why I'm hopefully to get mine soon, so I can actually complete this event, so I can make this work. That's why I said I basically, with my YouTube channel and stuff like that, that's why I'm trying to keep it up to date and try to keep all the information fresh as possible and try to get more information out there. Even on these events, like they're kind of not mentioning half the events. They're missing information. They're missing pieces. And even with these pieces that they're missing, you could be missing out a lot of mastery. I know 10 mastery is not much, but you could be missing on like 100 to 200 mastery, because what you got, there's, like I said, there's nothing written about it. There's nothing anywhere else. It just, yeah. It's just like, why? And why did he do it that way? Like, I mean, it makes no sense to me. But, it's just what it is. Like I said, this is what I got to deal with when it comes to trying to get information out to you guys, because, like, I mean, I'll test out everything. I'll make sure everything's going to work. And like I said, if I don't benefit from it, you're not going to benefit from it. Definitely not. And just the little things that, like I said, you can actually be missing. And like I said last time, one of the events, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I almost missed a mount, actually, the 50 mastery, and it wasn't packaged with something else. And I was like, okay, how do you get that? And I was like trying to the last 4 days. It basically I tried everything in the game and tried basically even looking online, trying to get in research, and there was nothing mentioned. And I was trying to get that mount, and I was like, okay, there's nothing on Trovosaurus, because Trovosaurus, what they do is wait for the event pretty much to be almost over before it's been posted. Or they don't be posted at all. There is a couple of items in this game that's not even on the Trovosaurus, and that's the big, huge thing. That's why it's nice to know what's in the game itself, but like I said, if you got gaps and stuff missing and whatnot, you just got to fill the gaps in as a player. And to me, it's just like crazy. But anyway, regardless of that, like I mean, with the experience and stuff like that I have, like I said, it's just crazy. Like I said, to try to basically knit stuff together, see if what works, what don't. And like I said, if you're part of, if you are playing Trove right now, excuse me, if you're playing Trove right now just to catch up on things, you can actually be able to do that. But of course, it's going to take probably a day for you to basically to get anything with the karma bar and so on and so forth, because it took me about a day to get where I'm to, and I'm about quarters away, so it's not too bad. Like I said, with the dailies and stuff like that, it boosts it up just a little bit more. So like I said, it's not to say it's impossible to get the ally. It's just that you just got to grind and grind a lot. Now I can see a poster here, and ooh, no, that one's already gotten. All right. I wish to basically mark the ones that you already got. That would actually make it a lot easier. It's marked only for when you pick them up first, and then it's not no more longer there when you go back and try to look and whatnot. So you end up basically wasting some posters because you'll lose the location, of where the first poster was.